So this is the update on the repairs from this HK cc9. I said once they updated me, I would try and update you. So that's what I'm doing right now. Now, the cc9 is hot for a reason, and I'll go into it. If you're familiar, you know I have the out of battery issues with a fully loaded magazine with one in a pipe. I let them know that, and the finish on the barrel was coming out. So before I'm gonna show you what they did, but before I do that, I'm gonna read you what they sent to me in the repair letter. And it says, as far as the barrel, it says inspected pistol, confirmed DLC coating stripped off barrel, replaced barrel, no other negative mechanical issues found, function check, okay. Whatever that means, because they didn't shoot the gun. So I don't know how you fully function check a firearm without shooting it. But, you know, we'll get there. Now, as far as this, fully loaded mag, one in the pipe. See, still there. The out of battery issue, still there. This is what they said. It said, note is in star quotations. When a fully loaded magazine is inserted on a closed chamber, it is not unusual for the slide to stick slightly out of battery when it's pulled slightly out of battery. This is due to increased pressure on the bottom of the slide. This is not considered normal usage, and as a result, it is not an issue. Issue is in star quotations too. So I kind of get that. What they basically saying is people don't half-ass charge the weapon. Either you're going to charge it or you ain't, you know. So by half-ass, I mean this. Charge a little bit. And I got to disagree with that. Now I'm up. Completely empty the firearm out, but I disagree with that because none of my other firearms does that. None of them. I think the only one that did was my Bodyguard 2.0, and that only did it after on the with the 12 round magazine, and after 2 sessions it was gone. That issue was going away. Now the people at the gun store that I go to, the range that I normally go to, they all say it's a break-in issue. I told them, listen, the gun has over 1,000 rounds of spicy ammo. They's like, well, take it up to 1,500. It's still a break-in issue. That'll knock it out. And I disagree with that too. So I brought this out. I barely ever shoot this gun. This is a XD Subcompact 40. This thing has less than 300 rounds through it. The cc9 has over 1,000 rounds through it with spicy ammo. This one, less than 300 rounds. As you can see, fully loaded. One in a pipe. And if I pulled out, you see that? If I pulled out any other firearm out of my safe, none of them will replicate this. Well, oh, I already chambered it, but none of them had that slightly out of battery issue. Now, as long as it don't do that at the range, or you know, when I need it, when I'm charging it at the range or anything, I don't care, you know. But I always test every firearm like that. And I have seen videos, about 3 of them, where guys were saying that they was having out of battery issues shooting the gun. So that might lead to an issue. Now, as far as this barrel, you can see they didn't shoot the gun at all. Now, I didn't want them, when I contacted them, I didn't want a new barrel. You know, it was a quick return time. It only took about 4 days because all they did was replace the barrel. I didn't want them to replace the barrel. I wanted them to just refinish the old barrel, because if you check online, this gun is having chambering issues now. And I know the barrel of that gun wasn't having chambering issues. It was just the finish was coming off. Well, I told them that. They was like, "Nah, we already got the gun. It's we seeing rust on it. We're gonna replace the whole barrel." So that's what they did. And I haven't shot the gun yet. I'm on medication for my finger. It has me a little loopy, so probably next week I'll go up there and shoot it. I'm gonna put about 100 rounds through it with a range ammo and 50 with my defense ammo. And then if I have any issues, I will let you know. But basically, that's what they say about that. I kind of get it. People don't, half-ass charge the weapons. Either you charge it or you don't. But that's how I test. That's one of the ways that I normally test my firearms. I always get any firearm I get, cycle rounds through them to make sure they're going to feed properly. You seen that worked when it came to my Glock 43X MOS. And then I always slightly chamber it on a full magazine with one in the chamber. So there's the update. Oh, one more thing. Somebody wanted to see this Wilson Combat grip module next to this. I don't know if I did it in the other video, but the cc9 is thinner, okay, than the Wilson grip module. This is thicker. This feels good in the hand too. I still like this grip module. This is an excellent grip. Excellent. I love this thing. It reminds me of basically a chamfered deck of cards, if that makes sense. Feel like a deck of cards here, but edged out over here. That's what it reminds me of, but the Combat is a little thicker. Peace.